Hello everyone, welcome back to the Perfect Director of Football Challenge, the series where we have created the perfect director of football and he is signing some incredible players for us. We are with Atalanta and we are in season number 3 now. We've kicked things off in the last episode with the transfer window and he brought in a world-class midfielder. So if you haven't seen that episode yet, make sure you go back and you watch that one before you check this one out to see all the drama that unfolded. He actually picked up a few really good players for us, but there is some concerns. Do we have an aging strike force? Do we have a lack of depth in defence and on the wing backs especially? How long can he sustain this amount of transfers throughout the season before we start to run out of players? We've had a couple of offers for some players now. Jonas Wynn steals the show. They're not going to be good enough in a couple of seasons' time to keep carrying us. We need signings now. Like, I really hope that doesn't come into fruition and we don't lose Sandro Tonali. Okay, and we bring you back on the 30th December 2022. We are just about to start the January transfer window. An overcap of how the season has gone so far. We are sat in 4th place now, but that is not too bad because we're 4 points above 5th and we're only 3 points below 1st place, Inter Milan. So it's quite a tight season up there at the top. We do have a very good goal difference though. Duvan Zapata has scored 11 goals so far in those 13 games. And has he played all of 13? I can't quite remember if he has or not. He's only played 9 games and 8 goals in the league. So we've actually done really well there for Duvan Zapata. A highest average rate, Nicola Ravella, one of the first signings from the first season. And he is progressing lovely into a fantastic little player at the age of 21 now, worth £15 million. What a signing that really was. Most assists spread out between 3 players. 2 fullbacks, one of them the new guy that we brought in, Mert Mulder, who we brought in the last episode. So it's quite interesting to see. In other competitions as well, we have managed to progress through the Champions League group stage that we had, and we face Manchester City. Of course we do. And that is basically because the group of Barcelona, Ajax and Trabzonspor we found fairly difficult, only picking up 2 wins and 2 draws. We finished on 8 points, scraping through into 2nd place from Barcelona there, finishing top 2 points above us. So quite interesting, but we do take a look at the schedule. We've got some really good results here. We're on a bit of a slump in regards to competitions games because we played. This is obviously the year of the Qatar World Cup as well, so it's never a great season to be going through because so many games have been missed out. But the Barcelona game there, 3-0, Ajax 1-0. We lost to Trabzonspor, we beat them there, lost to Barcelona there, and we beat Ajax 4-1. But in the league, we haven't played too many games, but the ones that we have played, we've done rather well in. In fact, we've only lost 2 games. 3 games there, Napoli, Lazio and Torino. Well, we start off the first bit of transfer business on the 1st of January with a bid coming in for China, which has been accepted for Rafael Toloi, our 32-year-old centre-back. It's been accepted. Transfer may rise to 4.7 million. Like I mentioned at the start, we've got a lot of centre-backs, but we don't really quite know who is our 2 best. We've got John Stones. We've managed to pick up another one. It's we've just got too many. Maybe we need to throw a couple out, bring in better depth, bring in better fullbacks to complement our other ones. But Rafael Toloi could be out the door. The day after as well, this is quite worrying. Sandro Tonali, who we picked up, obviously a fantastic signing for us, draws some interest from Real Madrid. Now, £53 million is a lot because he's only worth 37, but if it was me, I would be rejecting that. I wouldn't take no less than 70 for Sandro Tonali. He is one of our better players. He's an elite midfielder at the age of only 22. He can do a lot for us for a very long time. He can play in a couple of roles. He's a consistent performer as well. I don't really want to lose him. He's a set piece taker, good corners. Like, I really hope that doesn't come into fruition and we don't lose Sandro Tonali. We've had a couple of offers for some players now. Angelino has come in, £9 million there from Arsenal, rejected transfer bid. We also have another bid for Pessina to the end of the season, another loan for Del Prato, another loan there for Sidibe. So a few bids coming in after that Tonali interest, nothing for Tonali and a bid rejected. Looking at our finances though, £1.9 million is all we have. So it would take a selling of a player before we can really try and explore the transfer market this January, before Rami Azar decides to try and look at a couple of players. And it seems like we're not going to get any money from Rafael Toloi because he has rejected the move to China. Fair enough. I wouldn't want to move there either myself. If I had the option, I'd rather stay in Italy, but oh well, he doesn't want to play much football then. I thought I'd try my luck, viewers. I thought I would see if they would increase the transfer budget. It was rejected, and I did discuss it with the board, and they still rejected it. The reason why is because although we only have 4 million in the transfer budget, which has slightly increased due to a selling of a couple of youngsters, which I won't go into, we have 65 million in the bank. And projection still says that we're still going to have money at the end of the season. So I thought I'd just try my luck, see if they come back. Maybe £10 million we could bring in another signing, but fortunately it was rejected. So we're going to have to make some player sales before. We've only got 80% of the transfer revenue that comes in available if we do make a sale. We're also back playing games, by the way, and we've just beaten Parma 2-0. We're going to take a look at a couple of these goals. Zapata and Jonas Wind with the goal. We're still playing this formation. It still seems to be working, and it is available on the Discord should you wish to try it out for yourself, because a lot of people are asking it. It's obviously going to be wanted because of how well it has been performing. But Ravella here, this is why it's good. Like 3-on-3 on a counter-attack. It's played to Duvan Zapata and he fires it in to make it 1-0 within 6 minutes. This is the reason why I love this tactic. Because on the breakaway, you just have so many men forward. Satulo then plays in Luis Muriel. He plays it across, and Jonas Wind at the near post gets in front of both defenders and smashes it in. The number 10. People doubted the Jonas Wind transfer, as did I. It's not doing too bad. He's got 4 goals in only 6 appearances. 1 of them were off the bench. He's doing all right. Right after that, though, China comes back again with Guangzhou Evergrande. 5.5 million for Alexei Miranchuk, who is an attacking midfielder we haven't really used because we're not really playing wingers or a cam. 27 years of age. It has come in and it has been accepted as well. So we might see Miranchuk leave in the very near future, but again, he might reject it like everyone else seems to be doing when bids come from China. Now, what a huge win this was. Away to AC Milan, we've managed to do the business again. And a couple of our strikers again getting in on the act. One being Duvan Zapata, the other being Luis Muriel. We started off with another early goal. Duvan Zapata playing it out to Gosens, plays it back in, finds Zapata's run, heads it in the top corner. AC Milan, so many players around that 6-yard box, none of them could stop Duvan Zapata. Castrovilli then, our new world-class midfielder. What a run that is. Brings 3 players away for Luis Muriel to find that little gap. As the Mazzara on attack, he goes out wide. He finds himself in the middle of the box. Finds a player. Well, I'm actually quite surprised we've actually lost Miranchuk. He has left. He decided to join Guangzhou Evergrande for £5.5 million, so a bit of that will be added to the transfer budget, I'm sure. 5.5 million. What do we take it up to now? We have 8 million in the transfer budget, 47,000 in the wage budget. That's enough for a decent signing, a good squad player maybe for Rami. Jonas Wind, by the way, is on fire. A 4-1 victory against Crotone, which we basically dominated. Batshuayi there, lovely ball in. Gets the first goal in 11 minutes. Again, we're picking up an early goal. But Jonas Wind steals the show after this. Gosens plays in Batshuayi. Lovely shot. Bounce back. It ricochets everywhere. Jonas Wind stands still. Waits for the ball to just drop. Lovely little tap in for 2-0. Now, it does come again. Jonas Wind, another bad mistake, takes advantage of it, runs in the box, slots it in the near post. He just seems to be there at the right place, the right time. Second half, though, they managed to pull one back, 3-0 down from a set piece. Good header at the back post from Simone Zaza. I remember him at West Ham. He was not very good. But Mert Mulder, long throwing into the box, finds Jonas Wind, who knocks it over the goalkeeper to make it 4-1. A fantastic result for us. And it keeps our chances alive now of winning something in the Serie A, because we are currently now sat second place. We played a game more than Juve, but we are sat in second place. We're still there. And we followed that up with a fantastic win against Inter Milan in the Cup. A 3-0 drumming of them. Again, another hat-trick. This time it was Duvan Zapata who got the hat-trick, an 8.7 for him. And we can see, look at the player ratings on our page there. Sandro Tonali and one striker is the only one who didn't get above a 7. Matt Mulder, again in the action. What a signing he has been. Finding a lovely back post header for Duvan Zapata. He gives it one of these. I love that. I'm a big fan. And again, it's a goal within 5 minutes. And just 10 minutes later, Jonas Wind picks the ball up, runs into the box, finds Zapata at the back post again. Another headed goal at the back post. Hakimi is having a nightmare game. Right wing, again, Luis Muriel this time picked the ball up, running down into the box in the 40th minute. Back post, header, again, Duvan Zapata. I don't know what he's managing to eat in the morning, what type of Weetabix he is having, but it's working. Now, I wish I could bring you a really exciting transfer deadline day. However, when it got to the transfer deadline day, I thought, I'm going to see what it's like and then bring you the action after. And there was no action. We had a few players who we had clubs bid for. And did we lose any more? I can't remember if we did or not. We did lose a couple of players at the end of the transfer window there. There's a couple of those players that we mentioned earlier, which I wasn't going to bring up. But we managed to get 2.2 million for Sportiello and Marashier just under £1 million. But Arsenal came in for Sidibe on the last day of the transfer window, 425. But we had nothing. We brought in a couple of signings. That's that Canel Barrett for Port Vale. Wertinho, another one who during the transfer window we brought in to bolster our youth team. But other than that, it was nothing. Rami Azar had a very quiet January. He took January off by the looks of it. £4.65 million still there. Right, well, let's go to the end of the season then and see if we manage to win anything. Because we're there or thereabouts. If we take a look at how we're doing right now, 3 points behind Juve. They have a game in hand. Can we do anything? We also managed to pull Juve in the semi-final of the Coppa Italia. So, great luck in the Cups. Well, this is the end of the season. A very long season because of that World Cup in the middle of it. We come so close. Juventus managed to win the league, 86 points. I'll show you how it finished up at the end of the season as well. This is just the league games. 5-1 victory there to Spezia. But this is where it kind of killed it off. Parma, a 3-2 loss. Juventus lost the last game of the season, so it looked like we were closer than what we actually were. They won the league with a couple of games to go in there. However, we did manage to beat them in the semi-final of the Cup. But then unfortunately we come up against Bologna, a team that we have beaten time and time again, and they beat us in extra time. And I'm absolutely gutted. Duvan Zapata there has 8 goals and is the top scorer of this competition. And Bologna still managed to go on and win. If we do take a look at our squad though, this is an overview of our season. 32 goals, Duvan Zapata. He is 32 years of age though. That's the thing that I'm worried about, because our goals are coming from players who are almost at the end of their career. Luis Muriel and Duvan Zapata, with 32 years of age, 32 years behind them, they're not going to be good enough in a couple of seasons' time to keep carrying us. Jonas Wind is young enough, but is he good enough? I still question that. And Azmoun, who managed to pick up 18 goals in 38 games, he's 28. I still don't know whether he is good enough to be the best player that we potentially need him to be. And even Batshuayi, who didn't score that many goals, only is already 29 years of age. So the rest of our positions, the midfield, are fantastic and young. Some of our defenders are good age as well, but it's going to be a struggle, I think. We need signings now. We really need a huge summer sign-in for a striker. At least one of them. Maybe we need 2. And the good thing as well is that Rami has £60 million to play around with 200k in the wage budget as well. So at least he has a good amount of money to use. And maybe we can get rid of some of these players that we're not using or are maybe too old. Cash in on them while we can. Bring in some money so we can bring in some new blood. So there we have it. Thank you very much for watching. I'm sorry it's not as exciting one transfer-wise, but drama was still to be had. And I'm sure the next episode We're going to see a big summer overhaul. Please, Rami Azar, make some signings, my friend. Bring in some strikers. Bring in some exciting young talent. We're still waiting as well to see our first regen signing or new gen signing. The year's 2023 now, so 3 seasons in, this is where we start to see the best regens, new gens from the first couple of years come into good potential. We can see what they're really like. So stick around, make sure you subscribe if you haven't done so already, drop a like, and I will see you very soon for another video. Thank you very much. Bye bye.